Nigerian troops intensify pressure on terrorists as security forces intercept medical supplies for wounded Iswap fighters. Nigeria's fight against terrorism recorded another significant development as security operatives reportedly intercepted a large consignment of medical supplies allegedly destined for wounded fighters of the Islamic State West Africa province, Iswap, in Borno State.
So the trail of Pandi Adam Konto, 25 years old, Ajibura Modu, 27 years old, and Tijani Abubakar Aisaimi, 24 years old, were arrested in the earliest hours of today, being the 5th of June 2026, by the service in collaboration with Forest Guard Kaka local government. So they were arrested for the suspicions of being Boko Haram logistics supplier. In their possession when they were arrested were medical supplies and other items. Among the medical supplies, majority of the medical supplies are painkillers from the diclofenac family. They also have some anti-malaria injection, as well as locally made antibiotic. Among other items in their possession are sachet milk, battery, dry cells, sachet water flavor, packets of sweets, and chewing gum.
The interception, carried out by personnel of the Department of State Services, DSS, and Forest Guards, is believed to be linked to recent military operations that inflicted heavy casualties on terrorist elements operating in the Northeast. According to reports, many of the insurgents sustained varying degrees of injuries during encounters with troops of the Nigerian Army and the Nigerian Air Force. The development came amid reports that 9 Nigerian soldiers lost their lives while confronting terrorists in ongoing operations against insurgent groups. The sacrifice of these soldiers highlights the dangers faced daily by members of the armed forces as they continue to battle Boko Haram and Iswap fighters in some of the country's most challenging terrains. Despite the tragic loss, security analysts note that the interception of medical supplies intended for wounded terrorists is an indication that military operations are having a tangible impact on insurgent networks. Denying wounded fighters access to treatment can weaken their operational capacity, reduce morale, and disrupt their ability to regroup after sustaining losses on the battlefield. For years, Nigeria's security forces have conducted sustained offensives against terrorist strongholds across the Northeast, targeting camps, logistics routes, weapons stockpiles, and sources of support. The latest seizure suggests that authorities are not only engaging terrorists on the battlefield, but are also working to cut off critical supply chains that help sustain insurgent activities. The loss of 9 soldiers serves as a solemn reminder of the price being paid by members of the military in the defense of Nigeria's territorial integrity and the protection of civilian communities. Their sacrifice underscores the ongoing commitment of security personnel who continue to confront threats posed by extremist groups despite the risks involved. As military operations continue, many Nigerians have praised the efforts of troops, intelligence agencies, and supporting security personnel working to restore peace and stability in affected regions. While challenges remain, recent developments suggest that pressure is being maintained on terrorist groups, limiting their ability to operate freely and forcing them to contend with increasing operational difficulties. The nation continues to honor the fallen soldiers and support the men and women in uniform who remain on the front lines of the fight against terrorism.